Hello Avengers and welcome to another guide. Today we'll be talking about earnable cosmetics. I'm going to talk to you about patterns, shipments, and collecting units. So let's begin running down everything. First up, we have patterns. Patterns can be earned through the Mega Hive only. You have a chance to earn one every time you complete a gauntlet of the Mega Hive. So for example, I earned a pattern after I completed this gauntlet. You can earn one also in the other gauntlets, but it's completely a chance. But you can only earn them on the Mega Hive. In terms of the cosmetics of the patterns, they are the same ones they used to have in the past. So the outfits that you see in patterns are going to show up also on the Cosmetic Vendor. It doesn't have like a brand new exclusive cosmetic outfits. Speaking of the Cosmetic Vendor, it has returned with a full rotation of cosmetics every day. The only difference is that this time the specialty items will rotate weekly with a theme. So this month the theme is the First Responder Team Set outfit. This team set outfit will be available until February. So you will see these 4 First Responder outfits, and then next week you'll see another set of 4 outfits from that very same set, and then they will circle back again, back and forth, to give you a chance to earn them again until February. This will only rotate weekly. Lastly, we have shipments. Shipments feature a premium outfit, which right now is the Hawkeye MCU outfit from the movie Captain America, but it can also feature a team set. For example, this particular shipment of Hawkeye features the Top Brass team set. You can only get these outfits right now through this shipment. There's also exclusive takedowns on shipments. Some of the other outfits in here, you will find them in the Cosmetic Vendor, but a specific set team like the Top Brass, it is exclusive to that particular shipment. Remember that the premium outfit, you can get it as a chance on any shipment, or if you are not lucky at all, by the time you reach the 100 shipment, you will get it guaranteed. So how many units you need for 100 shipments, you ask? You need 50,000 units. So of course your next question is, what should I do so I can earn those 50,000 units on time? Because the shipment changes 30 days. By the time of this video, it would be like 22 or 21 days around that. So what are the best ways to grind units? The best way to grind units is when you do missions on Challenge 4. When you do missions on Challenge 4, all the chests that give you units have an increased amount of units. A gold chest will give you 75 units. A silver chest will give you 45 units, and a bronze chest will give you 15 units. So with that in mind, how much you can earn in certain missions? I made this chart which gives you an approximate amount of units you can earn every time you run these missions on Challenge 4 and go for the chest. The main one is the vaults. As you know, vaults have a lot of bonus chests and a lot of bronze chests to get. My preferred choice is the Snowy Tundra Vault because it's the easiest one to see bronze chests, because the bronze chests are highlighted more in the snowy background. And in one single run, you can get about 600 units. You can get a bit more than that, like 645 units. But I made this estimate of 600 units in case that you miss a chest or two. Running this vault would take you about 10 to 15 minutes with a flyer character. Next up, we have the daily villain sectors. Each one will give you 300 units if you go for all the chests on each one. For both daily villain sectors, you can get 600 units. Threat sectors have about the same amount of units as well as the villain sectors. For example, if you run the mission and we're back on the Eastern Seaboard, you can get about 345 units. But again, in case that you miss some chests here and there, I'm giving you the estimate of 300 units at the very least. Lastly is the Mega Hive. The Mega Hive, each gauntlet has a gold chest and 2 other chests that can be a silver and a bronze, or 2 bronze. You can get on each gauntlet 105 units. So you multiply that 4 times, plus the mission completion can give you at least 600 units, then your total would be 1020 units that you earn from the Mega Hive. But keep in mind, this is if you run it on Challenge 4. If you run it on the normal challenge level of Challenge 2, then it would be 900 units. So the first three are the quickest ones to earn units, and the Mega Hive is the main one that if you want to earn units while also grind for exotics, you can do that as well. Now the next question you're probably having is how many days, how many hours, what's the best plan for me to grind this? Well, I'm gonna give you a few ideas on how you can tackle grinding these things, and with these ideas that I'm gonna give you, you can make your own plan schedule of how you want to grind for units. Let's start with the easiest grind, which is the vaults. Like I said previously, a vault run can take you at least 15 minutes, maybe less. If you run it 4 times in a day, it will take you 1 hour and you will get 2,400 units. If you do it for 2 hours, you will get 4,800 units. If you run this 3 times a week, 2 hours, you would get 57,600 units between 4 weeks. That equals about 28 days. So that's enough for you to complete the shipments. So just running that would be enough to complete the shipments. There's other ways for you to earn units and you don't need to stick to this. But if you're starting to run out of time, this is the absolute way to tackle it. But let's say you want to play daily the game for at least 1 hour, but you want to play different things and not just grind the vault over and over. So this is the solo daily plan I designed. 1 hour in challenge 4, you do a vault run, do a villain sector, then do a vault run, then do a villain sector or a threat sector, whichever your choice, and in that 1 hour you will get 1,800 units. If you run this daily for 28 days, you would get 50,400 units. That's again enough for you to get 100 shipments. Now keep in mind this is if you're playing solo. If you're playing multiplayer in challenge 4, it will take you a lot less days because every day you will be earning a free shipment. Another thing that you need to keep in mind, every day you can earn a free shipment if you play multiplayer with people. So during a run of shipments you can earn a total of 30 free shipments before time runs out. Now what if you can only play on the weekend? What can you do? In that case, you would have to make it 2 hours and earn at the very least 3,600 units by playing 2 hours using the other plans that I mentioned. So for example, the daily solo plan that I did, you would do it, but instead of 1 hour, you would do it for 2 hours. And you have to do this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So one weekend, 3 days only, you would get 10,800 units if you play those 2 hours. You multiply that to 4 weekends and you get 43,200 units. And if you get some 12 free shipments on those days too, then you have a total of 49,200 units. Again, this is an estimate. You can still make that time. So the calculation may not reach 50,000 units, but you can add some other things while you're playing as well. Maybe you want to do a Mega Hive with some friends in the weekend as well as the daily solo plan. Maybe you have an extra day aside from the weekend so you can get that extra units. But this is more or less what you could do if you want to try and do the plans I mentioned before on the weekend. Now again, this is just to give you some ideas on how you can make your experience less tedious if you just want to have reasons to play different missions and not just stick to running vaults non-stop. Well, this is a way for you to do it. However, the best way will always be the Snowy Tundra Vault. Now I'm gonna show you a quick rundown of the Snowy Tundra Vault so you can make sure that you don't miss on any chest. Once you get used to the paths of where all these chests are located, this is gonna be so much faster for you. So first, as soon as you spawn in here, you're just gonna go straight to the right, all the way to the first bonus chest. You'll open the door there, you'll get your first silver chest with 45 units. Remember, we're doing this on challenge 4. Then we go back to the aim building. Before we enter that aim building, we're gonna go up here on top of the buildings. You can find a bronze chest either on this crane right here or outside here where I found it, or inside this area as well. The thing that you need to know is that bronze chests have at least 3 different locations that they can spawn, but it's near the area that bronze chest can spawn. So this is always the same chest, it's just gonna move a little bit here, a little bit there. They will always spawn around that same area layout. So once you go inside, you will fly all the way to the left you'll find a silver chest. There's also DNA chests here, but DNA chests do not give units, so don't worry about having DNA keys unless that you want to grind for gear. Then that's fine if you want to level up your characters in power level. From here, we're gonna go towards the right where this building is, and around this tower there's always a bronze chest as well. It can be in different corners. This time it was on this corner, but the main thing is that it will always spawn near this tower. Next we're gonna go into this roof area. I'm gonna find another bronze chest. I'm gonna find this bronze chest. Anywhere where this fancy roof is, this bronze chest will be. So you just have to fly around this roof area to find it. Next we head to the left side. You'll see one right up here. Where I marked this keeper, sometimes that bronze chest can be there. So you just have to do a mental circle of the area where you find a bronze chest as the most likely scenario of where you will find one. We continue forward and to the right, you will find one chest here on near these towers. Sometimes it's around this tower, like this tower right here, or the other one that was next to the chest itself. Then we head towards our next bonus chest. Here you will find a gold chest, which will give you 75 units, and then we're off again. From this chest, we're gonna go onto this left corner. On this left corner, we see this bronze chest right here, but it can spawn within the area as well, like near this floor here, or near this tower as well. Sometimes it can be up that tower. Next, you'll go to this bonus chest here. You'll get that silver, and on the left and right corners of this very same building, you'll always find a bronze chest. It can be on the left or it can be on the right. Off we go to our next bonus chest. Here we'll get a silver chest, and then from here we fly out toward our next bonus chest. But before we go to the next one, we'll find a bronze here. This bronze can be up here instead of there below, or again within the area. Then we head to our next bonus chest. Then we go to this one on the tower. This one also has a DNA chest if you're interested on that. And from this tower, we're gonna go here. You'll see the bronze right in this corner, but it can be closer to the little tower here, or this turret tower here. And then we head to this satellite dish. We get this bonus chest, and then there's a bronze that's on the left side of this, and it's usually always here. There might be an exception, but most of my cases has always been up here. From here, you can start seeing the bronze chest, and it's right on this. Again, it can be also near any of these platform towers here as well. This is again why it's great snowy tundra, because you can see that you can spot the bronze chest from far away because they glow so much more in the snowy background. So now we're on the last parts of the bonus chest. This one's a bit trickier. You can find it here on this tower, but sometimes it's inside the forest itself, on the floor. So you'll have to travel inside that forest there on the left side if it's not up here. After that, you go toward your next bonus objective, and there's always a bronze here. This time's on the left here, but sometimes it can be below the silver chest, or it can be next to it on the left side. And lastly, we're gonna go into this secret cave here that has no objective. On this one, you'll find a bronze chest as well, and a DNA chest at the very top. And that's it for the Snowy Tundra Vault run. So hopefully that gives you an idea on how to run it. The more times you do it, it will become natural to you and you'll do it even faster. Again, remember, challenge 4, and use a flying character unless you want to grind a specific character's power level gear. You can do that as well. Oh, and before I forget, it doesn't matter if it's regular vault or elite vault. It can be either or, it doesn't change. What matters is the challenge level being challenge 4. Anyways, hope this guide was helpful for you guys and you can figure out the best ways that you want to grind for units. And hope that you can get that very cool Hawkeye MCU outfit on Shipments. If they add any new other methods of units that are very handy that I can recommend, then I'll add them to the comments of this video as well. See you next time, Avengers!